son of a gun, ready to go with another big championship wrestling program.
Oh, get ready. Jeff Jarrett's going to be in here, too, with Big Bubba in the opening tag team match of the day. We will have the Clones in here, 327 and 328 in a tag team match. Brickhouse Brown will be here. The King, Jerry Lawler, comes up later on. Big six-man tag team match. One of the teams, Rocky Johnson, Bill Dundee, and George Barnes. Familiar pairing there, huh, from years past. All of that coming up today. Some big action.
Got some interesting videotape, too, that I think some of the folks are going to enjoy out there. How are we going to get it in? We're going to stop talking, and we'll be back with action coming up in just a moment. On that strut, but that's okay, Downtown.
I'm going to talk Dundee out of strut, okay? He watched me. Let me tell you something, Lance Russell. For the last few weeks, I've been miserable. I ain't been very happy. You know that as well as I do. Got this Dundee causing me problems, and you got this guy here, Rocky Johnson, and somebody else. But I ain't going to get into that right now. What I'm going to get into is Jeff Jarrett. I've been dying. I've been miserable. I've been unhappy because he came like a thief in the night, see? Like a Puerto Rican guy. You know what he did? He came along and he stole the Mid-America title off the Moondog. Just stole it, ran like a thief in the night. I didn't know what to do about it, but then I remembered I had something in the back of my mind. I had a master plan, see? And all of a sudden now, Jeff Jarrett's got this big clown, Big Bubba, this no-account goof. These people love him now. I think he's a hero or something like that. But what do they know anyway? Same as if you, an audience out there, they don't know nothing. They don't have a smell. Well, Big Bubba, Jeff Jarrett thought they were going to be a tag team, and maybe they had ideas about maybe signing a match against Jeff Jarrett, against the Moondog and myself. You see what I mean? Trying to get me in that position. But they didn't realize that I had a little bit of a surprise. Not like an old song by the Carpenters say, I'm up on top of the world. Because I got a surprise for Jeff Jarrett and for Big Bubba and for you and for all these people out here. And hey, I don't even, hey, let's let it speak for itself. I think you got a video, see? I think you got a video. I wish you'd tell the cameraman or whoever to play the video, and I'll let that speak for itself. And, you know, it's a surprise.
I haven't seen it yet, but let's roll it and see what he's got on his mind.
Mama says what? Oh, yeah, here we are, Downtown Bruno. Everybody wonders where Parts Unknown is. They hear about Parts Unknown. Well, here we are, Parts Unknown. You know, Jeff Jarrett, Big Bubba, caused me a lot of problems. Jeff Jarrett goes around and he steals the Moondog's title. He caused me nothing but problems, him and Big Bubba. Now, it's finally time to get even. I've been waiting a long time for this. I'm waiting for the time to be right. Hey. Calm down there. Here. Hey, been waiting a long time for this. Finally, the time's right to bring in the brother of the Moondog. This is Moondog Spike, Moondog Spot's brother. This is the run of the litter. Ha! Now it's time to get even. Now I think I better take care of him here a little bit. All right, time to eat now. Hey, come on! Come on! Hey! Back up! Come on, back up! Back up! Hey, settle down here now. Come on, settle down, come on. Here. Eat that. You know, let me tell you something. Big Bubba, Jeff Jarrett, they thought they were tough. They thought they were bad, but they never came up against Moondog Spot and Moondog Spike before. Nobody ever seen Moondog Spike before. Now the first time. Ain't nobody or nothing can stop us now. Just like on 42K Boulevard. You mess with Downtown Bruno, you gotta get hurt. And now Jeff Jarrett, you're gonna get hurt. You know what? You hung me on the ceiling, did all kind of stuff to me. But see, now it's different. Now you're gonna come up against Moondog Spike. Hey, settle down. Moondog Spike, Moondog Spot. Big Bubba, you thought you were tough, didn't you? Well, you ain't tough no more, Big Bubba. It's like Mama says, there bees that way sometimes.
Well, you got appropriately, you need a his and his
Oh,
case
yeah,
for
baby.
those two.
Moondog Spike. Nobody ever said I could do it. Nobody ever gave me no credit. Moondog Spike. Now, Jeff Jarrett and Big Bubba, you got the walking Q-tip and the big mountain with legs, see? What are they going to do now? You got the Downtown Connection, you got the Prime Time, you got the Clones, you got the Moondogs. What can you do, Lance Russell? You can't beat Downtown Bruno. Jeff Jarrett thought he'd find him a tag team partner. Big Bubba, right? Big Bubba. The guy, I carried the guy for 7.5 months. Oh, come on.
Time for you to leave.
Get these two punks out of here. They don't even look good on your
I would leave if I were you, Bruno. Very good idea. Hi, Jeff.
How you doing, Lance? Got the big man with me today, Lance.
Yes, sir. Going to see you guys in action for the first time as a tag team.
That's right, Lance. It seems to me that Bruno's in a little state of shock. I believe he's panicked, Lance. We got a match coming up against the Moondogs, and I'm not telling them short. They're big and tough, and they got a new guy in here. What they call him, Spike or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's
Spot
a big
and Spike.
Spot and Spike. They look big and tough, but I got my Mid-America belt back, and I couldn't ask for a bigger partner. If them guys want to throw chairs, we'll throw chairs. If they want to throw chains, boards, it doesn't matter. Me and Bubba are ready to meet the challenge. Tell them, Bubba.
I'll tell you, Lance, you say this new Moondog Spike's supposed to be the roughest, the toughest, the craziest, the meanest, the baddest Moondog of them all. He's been locked in a cage for 10 years or something like that. They've been throwing him food, scraps, whatever. Well, let me tell you something. When me and Jeff Jarrett get finished with him inside this ring, we're going to send them both home with their tails between their legs.
That's right, Lance.
Sound like a good place for the Moondog. Jeff Jarrett, Big Bubba. He was talking about if they want to throw chairs, he's got a guy with him that could throw the ring if he wanted.
Big and strong, Big Bubba. Jeff Jarrett and Big Bubba, total weight 597 pounds. Jeff out of Nashville, Tennessee. Bubba out of Miami. Across the way now from parts unknown, the Thunderbird, his partner out of Memphis, Tennessee, Keith Eric. Their total weight 485. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, says bell ringing time, and here we go. Jeff Jarrett against Keith Eric. Jeff fires Eric into the ropes, off the ropes. Nice move by Jeff Jarrett. Keith Eric comes right back after him, and Jeff puts him right back on the mat and bars the left arm. Keith Eric complaining to the referee. I think he's complaining about hair. He just stuck that forearm out there and let him run right into it. Jeff Jarrett takes the wrist lock up top, forces Eric down to the mat.
What an interesting combination Jeff and Bubba are. You couldn't have any more opposites. Jeff, who's on the smaller end of the scale, very quick, excellent athlete, has learned as quick as anybody we know of. On the other side, you got Bubba, and I'll agree with Bruno on this. He is a mountain. This guy doesn't even know his own strength. He can't move as quick and as agilely as Jarrett did. But look at that! What was I just saying? Can you believe he makes a liar, and I'm glad to see it out of him. Goes up with a drop kick, David.
Looks like he's been working out with Jeff a little bit and learning a thing or two as he's going along. Bubba, big and powerful. Oh, back on the ropes. The Thunderbird takes one from Big Bubba. Oh, a clothesline that won't quit.
And this Thunderbird's a big guy himself.
Yeah, he is. He's about 275, maybe even more than that, but he's listed at 275. That's what he claims. Bubba weighing in at 407. Thunderbird. What a big slam, huh?
Yeah, man, just picked him right up. Look at this. The leg crushes the Thunderbird.
One more, says Bubba. Yes, says the crowd. There he is. Here's a cover. This is probably it. 2. Yeah, it's over. 2 minutes, 18 seconds. I'm impressed by the team. Jeff Jarrett, Big Bubba. They complement each other well, and they get themselves a victory here at 2 minutes, 19 seconds.
Boy, you would dazzle them with one of them with a strength that Bubba has, and then have to face the speed, just the opposite ends of it, as we said. We got more action. We'll be back to it just a moment. by golly, it is coming to you. And what I'm talking about, a whole bunch of action is coming in there. Big main event is going to be Jerry Lawler and Brickhouse Brown with some special stipulations. We'll get to that in a moment. Downtown Bruno is very much involved.
Oh, yeah, baby, I got my clones right there in Evansville, Indiana. Well, I show them ugly, stinking hicks exactly what a tag team is, exactly what a tag team Mark, Starr, and Billy Travis ain't. Then they're going to see who the new Southern Tag Team Champions is going to be. And that's the clones, baby, 327 and 328. Oh, yeah, then the Moondogs. The Moondogs going to be in there against Jeff Jarrett and Big Bubba. Spot and Spike is going to show Jarrett and Bubba exactly what a tag team the Moondogs are. Ha! And like I said before, exactly what a tag team Jeff and Bubba ain't. And then prime time, baby, come on in, Diamond and Tanaka. Johnson and Dundee, forget about it. Ha!
Hey, this time it's no time, no disqualification in this title match.
That's good, Lance Russell. I want to know what kind of promotion this is. Eddie Marlin, whoever's in charge, what are you doing? It was supposed to be a wrestling match. A man cannot use chairs, posts, tables. Well, they did, and they got away with it to try and take our belts away. Well, Johnson, Dundee, they're still here. And now we got our kind of match. No time limit, no DQ. We know we can beat you 2-on-2, but now we can use those same chairs, those same tables, and same posts are all going to come down on you right there in Evansville. And we are going to remain the International Tag Team Champions because we are the best.
Well, you know that Rocky Johnson and Bill Dundee know a little bit about how to use chairs and chains, so they like this no disqualification.
But as you can recall, who was laying in a puddle of blood last week on TV?
Yeah, well, I know why, but this is a different situation in Evansville.
I don't see any different situation about it. We're going to do it every time we step in that ring. So Johnson and Dundee, remember us.
Wednesday. Yeah, we're back. You know, Downtown Bruno was out here a little bit earlier, and he was, as usual, running that mouth off. He's got a new group, and if you haven't seen them, we're going to show them to you right now. The Clones, man, these guys came right out of the same mold. Big, and they're mean son of a guns. Take a look at them. We had the opportunity to see in the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, the Clones in action. Here they are. It's been constant pounding. Pile driver, and the referee broke it up right in the middle, and that's going to be a disqualification. 2 minutes and 40 seconds, a disqualification. 2 minutes, 40 seconds, a disqualification for the use of a pile driver. And the winners will be Mark Starr and John Paul on a disqualification. There go the tables. The Clones trying to get a table inside the ring. Starr picked up by both of them and popped down hard on the table. Bounced hard on top of the table. They used a pile driver, and it got them disqualified. Starr again, bounced down off the table. John Paul being totally kept out of the ring by one or the other of the Clones, as Starr being brutalized by the two exact lookalikes, 327 and 328. Turning the table up on the side, and bam, Starr is rattled against it again. Once again, John Paul kicked off the ring apron as he was trying to get himself up to come in and help his partner. John Paul never even got into the ring officially, as says the time was 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It was a disqualification. Starr being choked over there by one of the clones while John Paul's head is rattled off that metal fence around the ring. And now over the top rope and down on top of a metal fence that had been turned over. Mark Starr, disqualification. Starr and Paul are the winners, but I'll tell you, Billy Travis coming in to help out. Starr was his former partner and still is, except for this match. And Billy was greeted by both of the clones. Here comes Mark back in the ring, and that didn't last long. John Paul trying to get in. Travis thrown out. A knee lift puts Starr down. And a right hand has Paul on his knees. The clone holding on to the throat of Mark Starr. Here comes some help. Jeff Jarrett, Alan West. Okay, to the ring. You saw him on videotape. We're going to have an opportunity to see him live and direct right here on Championship Wrestling as Downtown Bruno now bringing him in, Dave.
You're right. The clones. Cross away, Ed Mattox and David Johnson, both out of Memphis, Tennessee. They weigh in at 407. The clones, 327 and 328. Downtown Bruno in their corner, weigh in at 556 pounds. One fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up. Referee Jerry Calhoun carefully watching the goings-on in the corner over here.
Well, you better take a good look at it now, because, brother, when that match gets underway, there is no way that you can tell these two guys apart. You know how we have seen various wrestlers switch outside the ring. There's no way you can tell these guys apart.
No way you can tell these guys apart, Johnson and Mattox. I know exactly what you're talking about. They look exactly alike, don't they? I know that's what you're talking about. Let me tell you about the clones, 327 and 328. Let me tell you something. This is the toughest, the meanest, the baddest, the roughest tag team that's ever walked through the square circle, baby. We're talking about stepping through the ropes. We're talking about bad to the bone, Jack. Ain't nobody can beat the clones. Ain't nobody can match the clones. You know why? Because they're the best there is, baby. The best. And where they're from, none of your business. It don't matter where they're from. It don't matter where they came from. It matters where they're going. And they're going all the way to the top. We're talking about every title, every championship. We're talking about crippling, beating, humiliating every tag team that thinks they're top. We're talking about Rocky Johnson and Bill Dundee. We're talking about Billy Travis and Mark Starr. Jeff Jarrett and Big Bubba, they want some of it, they can have some of it. The list just goes on and on and on. You got your Alan West out there, people like that. They think they're tough, they think they're bad, but when they come against the clones, they can't do nothing. These guys, nothing phases them. Nothing hurts them, Lance Russell. Do you understand me?
I hear you, Downtown Bruno.
Look on your face like you don't know what's going on, Lance Russell. I know it's early.
No, I know what's going on, as a matter of fact.
What's going on, huh? Tell me.
I'll tell you what's going on. Downtown Bruno is out here running his mouth about the clones, and we haven't had a chance to even remark about the action. And well, he didn't.
Well, you don't have to remark. It's just, hey, I've managed a lot of tag teams through the years. I got technicians like Paul Diamond and Tanaka. I got my tough guys there, the clones. That's tough guys. I got some maniacs like the Moondogs. I compare these guys to the Moondogs. It's a little bit different state of mind, you could say. Just a tough team, and they look exactly alike, Lance Russell, because they are clones. And I'm sure you don't know nothing about what clones are, so I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to educate you into your ignorance a little bit. Shed a little bit of light on you. See, I know you're happy being stupid, but let me tell you something. What clones are, see, is in the future, everyone's going to look alike. So what I got here is 1995 right here in 1987. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to party like it's 1999, baby. We've been doing it for 4 years already. Mama says it bees that way sometime. Ring that bell, baby. We're going back to 42 Kane Boulevard, and we're going to dance all night long.
Half crab by 327, I assume that is,
Again,
as
it's like
he ends
Mama
up
said,
with a
they beat that
submission,
way
Davey.
sometimes, because the clones are the boys, baby. They are the men. Number one, baby. Oh, yeah.
2 minutes, 13 seconds. A submission hold by the clone on David Johnson. Boy, he had him crabbed down and at half crab and was really working on that leg. And Johnson had no choice but to give it up. There's no way he was going to get out of it. He was
That's for a
overpowered.
fact, and he secured it. He had it up very tight. That's what a lot of guys make mistakes. They don't get down far enough and have it tight. He really had it up tight. And the clones come out victorious in just over 2 minutes. We've got more action. Be back to it in just a moment. Quick seconds, my friend, to run over not only the action at Evansville, but to remind you folks around Owensboro at the Sports Center coming up on Thursday, July the 23rd. Another one of those wingdings. I'm talking about championship wrestling is coming in there with both barrels loaded. That's Thursday, July the 23rd, Owensboro at the Sports Center. Now, how about Wednesday night? I mean, this Wednesday night right there at the Coliseum in Evansville, George Barnes opens up against Tojo Yamamoto, AWA Southern Tag title match when 327 and 328. The Clones will be going for the titles against Mark Starr and Billy Travis. Special challenge match will be a dandy Spike and Spot. That's two of the Moondogs going against Jeff Jarrett, and Big Bubba is his partner. International tag title, no time, no disqualification. Diamond and Tanaka defending against Dundee and Johnson. And finally, Brickhouse Brown, Jerry Lawler, Southern tag title with very special stipulations. Okay, we're going to be back in the ring in just a moment. Coming out right now, Brickhouse Brown. Well, the most recent entry into this area came as a referee. He has long since passed that. He is out here with Jerry Lawler's crown, a crown which, and I can't put it any other way, Brickhouse Brown stole from Jerry Lawler.
Hey, the king is dead. But long live the Black Prince, baby. What's up? Well, let me tell you something. All you people out there saw I beat that king redneck to within an inch of his life. And the best is yet to come, sucker. So let me tell you one thing right now. You know, I had Lawler beat down not only for a 3 count, but you could have counted him out for about 5 or 6 to 10 minutes. That's how devastating that arm came across his neck was. Now, let me tell you something right now, Lance. I agreed to those terms simply because I know you.
Hey, you stole the crown. You just avoid the fact that you went out there after Lawler had officially won the match by disqualification. You went out there and stole the crown right away from him.
Yeah, that's just like something that you would say, because I know you and the rest of all of these pot-bellied, pickup driving, chew tobacco spitting rednecks out here feel the same way. But I don't never have to steal nothing, you understand? I don't never steal hood caps or anything like you think, Lance. Let me tell you something
I'm talking
right
about
now.
the crown, Brickhouse, and you know it. That's all I'm referring to.
I took the crown like a man. Now, why don't King Redneck get up off of his you-know-what, come on down and take it back like a man?
Well, the stipulation, and I want everybody to understand this, the fact of this Southern heavyweight title match where the title will be at stake against the crown, all Lawler wanted back was his crown. But Brickhouse is the one who said, oh, let's put the stipulation in there of where if I lose, I'll go over and shine these shoes. Now, why you wanted that, I will never know.
Because I know one thing now. I know you, and like I said, all of you out there watching right now would love to see me just come out here and stand up and say, yes, Mr. Boss, I'll do all I can so you won't be disappointed. I make sure that I do a good job. And I know all of you out there been yelling out, Buckwheat Brown, okay, I love all, I want to do a real good job here. But I'll tell you something right now. You don't have to worry about me, Mr. Boss. No, sir. I'll be a real good boy. Yeah, I'll make sure I'll be a real good boy.
That's enough of that kind of...
Huh?
Yeah.
You know you'd love to see that, and all them rednecks, especially you hicks, would love to see that. But let me tell you something right now. All you gonna see is just one mean, bad to the bone right here. here. Brickhouse, the Black Prince, thumping and bumping suckers upside their nappy head. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm for real, baby. All you tenderonis out there, put a smile on your face and jump for joy, because Brickhouse is here, and I'm the latest toy.
Well, we don't need any more conversation like that. We'll get ready for the action in the ring, David.
Ron Nations out of Jackson, Mississippi, standing in the ring, 220 pounds Ron weighs. Brickhouse Brown out of Miami, Florida, 225 pounds. He hands the King's crown out of the ring. Warm-up jacket comes off, and we are just about set to go with a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Jerry Calhoun will be the referee. Ron Nations, young wrestler, against Brickhouse Brown. Brickhouse has to be the favorite coming in here, and boy, he didn't waste any time grabbing control, did he?
He used that speed right off the bat. Nations went to tie up with him, and right away Brickhouse plants a foot right in the midsection, and he is in control of the action. He not only has quite a body that he spent a lot of time building, but he is quick.
Ron Nations into the rope. Upper arm by Brickhouse Brown. He just planted, and Ron Nations ran right into it. Had no choice. He was coming slingshot off those ropes there, and Brickhouse was in his way. Brickhouse off the rope.
Get up, boy!
Brickhouse whips him cross into the ropes. And a big, powerful clothesline. Count is 1 and 2. And it's over. Well, it was 1:04 seconds, and I don't know, Brickhouse might have been able to wrap it up even quicker than that, showing off a little bit now. Brickhouse Brown gets the victory over Ron Nations, 1:04 at the time.
Takes a little time to do a little hot dogging after that. You think that clothesline of Brickhouse is not devastating, brother. I am telling you one thing. He absolutely took him right out of his shoes. Watch this as he nails him. Bam! Oh, man, oh, man. And Nations, who is a big kid, his feet went flying up in the air, and Brickhouse with a simple cover for the 1, 2, 3. So Brickhouse Brown ends up with the victory. The King! Yowza! Boy, I love the colorful attire with some of the Lawler paintings on it. Looks good. Yes, sir.
I sat back there and listened to Brickhouse Brown, and I think you summarized the whole thing when you said we don't need to hear any more of this, but we did hear it. I just want to say this to Brickhouse, and especially to everybody out there that's watching. Now, you alluded to the fact that this stipulation on this match was Brickhouse's idea.
That's right.
What he's trying to make some sort of a racial issue out of this whole situation. Let me just say this. I don't like Brickhouse Brown. It has absolutely nothing to do with what color he is. The only reason is I hate you, Brickhouse Brown. I don't care if you are green, blue, yellow, white, black. I don't care. On the inside, you are yellow, and you know it, brother. And that's why I hate you. Now, I want to talk for just a second about the Southern Heavyweight Championship that you see right here. Now, that's what's at stake in this match. Now, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as all of these fans out here is concerned, this is my title. I first won this title in 1974, and I went through the top contenders in the entire world came right into this area and wrestled me. I'm talking about the Jack Briscoes, the Terry Funks, the Dory Funks, the Dick the Bruisers, every one of them, the Hulk Hogans, from the top of the line right on down to the bottom. They all came here and challenged me for this title, and I held on to it. And that's why, over the years, it's been known as the King's title, and I plan on keeping it that way because it means a lot to me. It represents all the years and all the struggles, and it represents all the years of the fans being behind me, and that's why it means so much. But there's one thing, Brickhouse, that means even more to me than this title, and it's that crown. It's not necessarily the one that you have But the reason the crown means so much to me, and there are, I'm sure, a lot of wrestling fans out there that have never even heard the name, because the young people that have come along may not have even remembered a man by the name of Sam Bass. But years ago, Sam Bass was my manager. And he was the first man to give me that crown. And it wasn't something that was, you know, it wasn't something that was just bestowed on me for no reason whatsoever. Sam Bass said that I earned that crown. He proclaimed me the king of wrestling, and I've carried that crown with me in every arena, not only here in the South, but all over the world, in Japan, in Puerto Rico, in Canada, and in every state in the Union. And every time I look down at that crown, I think of Sam Bass. Now, 10 years ago, Sam Bass was killed in an automobile accident, but he's still on my mind every time I step in the ring. And like I said, every time I look at that crown. And that's what that crown means to me, Brickhouse. And you got it, and just like Lance said, you know in your heart that you stole it. You didn't earn it, you didn't win it, you stole it. And you're looking at the man right here that is going to take it back, and I don't care what I have to do to get it back. If you think you've seen some fireworks on July the 4th, you ain't seen no kind of fireworks till you step in the ring this week, brother. It's your own idea, but you're right. Everybody is going to enjoy watching you crawl across that ring and shine my shoes, because that's what you're going to have to do, and I'm going to have my crown sitting on my head when you do it, Brick.
The King! A few little well-chosen comments regarding Brickhouse Brown, and a little explanation of the crown, which Brickhouse felt like it was rightfully his because he blamed the referees for not counting and all the other 9,000 excuses you can come up with. We're ready to see the King in action against the big one, David.
Keith Robertson stepping into the ring right now. Keith Robertson out of Memphis, Tennessee. 242 pounds. He's put on some weight. The King still at 234 out of Memphis, Tennessee. The King, Jerry Lawler, ready to go into action right now. Not sure I'd want to be in Robertson's shoes. Robertson's a big guy, and he can wrestle. But the King is upset here today.
That's the best move he can make, is to go over and talk to the audience rather than face Lawler.
Maybe he should have done it from outside the ring, too. It would have been the better idea. Oh, look at that. Big right hand. He staggered him with that one. Keith Robertson. Robertson says to the referee, he hit me with a fist. Keith is right.
And he may get hit again with a fist. No, he feels him out of the corner. Drop kick from Lawler and Robertson. It's hard enough to go when you get off to a good start against Lawler. It's hard to finish good because he is so great in the late stages of matches. So when you get off to a bad start, you're in double trouble. Here's the strap. Shot 3 left and then crossed with a right. And Robertson in the corner as Lawler pounding away. Hey, look out. Here's Brickhouse Brown over in the corner. He sets the ring, the crown down on the edge of the ring. Lawler turned around and jumped for the crown, and Brickhouse just stole it away from him as he goes prancing out. And Robertson, he's got a chain.
He sure does.
Wrapped around his hand. He glommed Lawler hard. The King is down. The referee didn't see it. 2, and he reverses it. Holds the legs, has the shoulders. Get a 3 count. Now, Jerry Lawler, the winner.
1 minute, 55 seconds. An incredible reversal there for the King, Jerry Lawler. That's why he's the King.
So Lawler comes up victorious, even with the distraction of Brickhouse. Victory over Keith Robertson. We're going to be seeing George Barnes with Bill Dundee and Rocky Johnson right after we take time out for this. Match coming up here in just a moment. We're going to get out right now. Rocky Johnson and the superstar Bill Dundee. And they'll be bringing with them A fellow we haven't seen in quite some time. Boy, I will. There's the superstar. Yes. And the Rock. And the third man coming in is George Bond. Billy.
How you doing, sir?
Rock.
Sir.
Hey, partner.
Now, I've been telling you about this guy for 4 weeks. A lot of long-distance phone calls and an airplane ticket, and he's here. He'll be wandering around today. Now, I'm not saying he's the best-looking guy in the world, just one of the baddest. Now, like Jerry the King Lawler said a while ago, 10 years ago, we came here, and we was pretty bad too, Daddy, and we won an awful lot of matches and didn't care how we done it. So at Downtown Bruno, Daddy, we're going to have the soul man, the superstar in the ring, beating up on them two punks, and right outside the ring is going to be George Barnes, and you don't know what the hell's going to happen to you, punk, because he really doesn't know what he's going to do, and if you don't believe me how bad he is, just ask Rance Russell.
Let's move out of the way there, Johnson. Hey, listen, who's the star? Who come out there to Mars to do with me when I don't care either? I don't care either.
George Barnes. Here he is, right here. We remember him from years gone by.
Well, just let me have a look at that profile there, Lance. My God, somebody told me, but I don't tell you who it was, but somebody said that you'd saved up all your money and that you'd had your nose fixed. But, baby, looking at your nose, I think they fixed it the wrong way. They put some more on it, baby. They didn't take any of it. Well, have a look at it. You told me his nose wasn't as big as it is. But that's a big... It's not a nose.
Ever had a nose job? Look,
That's a chance.
I told you hadn't changed. You used to ask
He
me.
hasn't
I can
changed.
change one bit. Now, come here. You're going to be in the corner Monday night after you beat up whoever it is you beat up, and Downtown Bruno's going to be on the outside, and all you got to do is take care of him, and we'll take care of the rest, okay?
Well, I tell you what, if I see that dirty, scruffy little yank running around the ring while I'm in that corner, I'll tell you what, that dirty, filthy little scrawny bandicoot, if I ever see him and I get my hands on him, you can't catch him, but I can catch him because I got longer legs than you got. And when I get hold of that filthy little freak, I will grind him into the ground. I'll kill him because I don't like him. There should be nobody running around outside the ring.
10 years ago, it was fine to see Yanks. They're all Americans, okay? We're the good guys.
10 years ago, they are still the same as they are now. Where have all you people been? This is the 20th century. Do you know what they are in Australia there? I mean, people like them, they just wouldn't even be allowed in the ring. I don't care what anybody says. Hey, I'm telling you something. People like this aren't even allowed in the ring in Australia. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, come on, let's go in the ring.
I think we're ready for the break. We're about. Oh, I don't know what the match is going to be now.
Yeah.
That's George Barnes, folks.
That's George. This is a six-man tag team match, and we've got on one side of the ring, you just met him, George Barnes with Rocky Johnson and the superstar Bill Dundee going against him, Rooster Cogburn out of Jackson, Tennessee, Bob Owens, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Mike Rose out of Dallas, Texas. Six-man tag team action. Jerry Calhoun, the referee. And George Barnes starts against Rooster Cogburn. Look at him go. Cogburn. He took a shot at him, but George Barnes came up with the better of it.
Well, he hadn't changed his style any either, Dave.
Rooster tripped up, rolls over to the corner, makes the tag, and Mike Rose is in there now. Mike out of Dallas, Texas. George Barnes, the Australian. Whoa, dumps him backward.
Put him in a fireman's carry throw and then dumped him right straight down.
Here's the superstar, Bill Dundee.
Billy had tagged Rocky, and he just added an extra little elbow. Good measure. Look at the Rock. Johnson tags back to George Barnes. Rose.
he gets Rose up in the air. Backbreaker across the knee. Rose is a big guy. He weighs at 255. Actually, one of those people that looks heavier than he is.
Boy, he sure does.
Tag has been made. This is Bob Owens. Owens with a knee to the midsection and a forearm across the back. Owens up on the ropes, and George Barnes is there to greet him. He says, hey, you want to fight up here on the ropes? Okay, here we are. Look out. Whoa! Boy. Surprised that ring is still standing. Counts at 2 and 3. George Barnes has got the pin on Bob Owens. The win for the superstar. George Barnes and Rocky Johnson. How about that? 2 minutes, 11 seconds of time on it.
I had forgotten about George exactly. Boy, I'll tell you, it didn't take much to remind you of it. So they come out victorious. Rocky and George still having some words up there in the ring. We're going to take time out, check our time, and we'll be back in just a moment. Well, we still got something to do right here. We're going to be back in that ring in just one moment. By golly, I'll tell you, looking over that Evansville card Wednesday night, you have got to be out there, my friend. The card is great. The main event is Jerry the King Lawler going against Brickhouse Brown. Now, that's tough enough, my friend, but then we've got an AWA Southern Heavyweight title at stake. In addition to that, on the other side, Brickhouse is putting up that crown that he took from Lawler. Plus, if he loses it, he's got to truck across that ring and shine Lawler's shoes right there in the ring. That's just one of a great night of action. Another will be the AWA Southern Tag Championship belts. Billy Travis, Mark Starr against the Clone.
You know, Lance, these belts weren't given to us. We had to fight hard. We had to win these in a tag team tournament against some of the toughest teams in the country. Well, Clones, we know what you did to us last week. Well, let me tell you, two fat, punk, ugly, bald-headed geeks something. You're not going to take these belts from us because in Evansville, Indiana, we're going to bust your heads.
You know, Lance, I don't know where they came from, but I can promise you one thing. This means more dear to me and Billy than anything in the world, and you're not going to get it. So you gear up and you come on down, but these are ours.
Good luck to you, Mark Starr. I'll tell you another one. Rock and Bill are going to be going in there in a no-time, no disqualification international tag championship match. Rock.
That means anything goes, brother. That means we can get down, we can use chairs, we can use tables, we can use anything. Downtown Bruno's going to be in the corner, and Bill's got his goofy friend. I don't care too much about him, George Barnes, but he's going to be in our corner. So we got a goof like that in our corner, brother. I'll tell you, we're going straight ahead, and we're going for one thing. We're not selling anybody short. You know that, Bill.
That's right,
we've been around, brother.
I wouldn't say he's a little goofy, and that gets a little mad sometimes. Well, you know, I know he's a little, but whatever. But I'm just going to tell you something, Downtown Bruno. You don't want him grabbing hold of you, so he's going to take care of you, punk. And the other two punks in the ring is going to get beat up real bad from the Soul Man and the Superstar. And we taking your belts, boys, and that's a promise from us to you. Well, I'm delighted to say we do have enough time. Boy, we got a whale of a six-man still lined up to go with Diamond, Tanaka, and Hart against Travis, Starr, and Allen West. That's yet to come, so don't you dare go away. Listen, you happened to be out of pocket, and you consider yourself lucky.
That's what I hear.
The singing cowboy Don Bass provided us with one of his songs and a videotape. We didn't watch all the way through it. He gave us another one. Now, I have not seen this. Let's see if we can get through all of this. Here it is, the singing cowboy, Don Bass.
Lance Russell, last week, I went to a big expense to make a tape for you, show my fans and you that I could really sing. And what do? You cut the tape before it's over with. I had thousands of calls. Wouldn't know why that tape was cut. But let me tell you one thing, Lance Russell. I brung you out here with a camera crew to my lake. This is where I relax, take things easy when I'm not on the road. And this week, brother, I'm going to sing your song. I'm going to show you that Donnie Bass can really sing. And this week, I want you to play every bit of it. You hear me? Here we go.
Far
my knees begin to bend. I'm gonna be a while, I know, learning to live again. Whoa, headaches, heartaches, hiccups, heartbreak, healing and holding on. Long days, long nights, held life hold tight ever since you've been gone. Oh, I'll shake it or take it, and somehow I'll make it till the hurting ends. Lord, I think I've died learning.
Oh, no. No more. God. Now let's...
Brother Brown sound like a day in his life. What's wrong with your mouth? Hey, I sang that song. I wrote that song, baby. That was me singing. You know it was. You're just jealous. That's all it is.
We make the standing offer to you. You want to start strumming on that guitar and sing us a song, we'll take the time to listen to the
You
singing.
know my voice is gone. I'm in concert at all times, baby. You know I can't sing like this. I don't have my band here.
Oh, I
What's wrong
see.
with you, huh?
Yeah.
Next time I bring a tape up here, boy, you better play it.
Hey, come on now. Don't be... Keep that for the ring. They'll be out here picking on me about it. Well, I wasn't trying to... Don't insult us! Come out here and sing one live for us instead of doing that to it. That guy coming out here singing. That was him singing in there. Isn't that awful? All right. Singing cowboy, darn bad. Boy, we got a whale of a six-man tag match. And time-wise, we still got enough to get in plenty of action. Downtown Bruno coming out with Stretcher Jack Hart, Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka, Mark Starr. Yeah, well, I'll let you do the introduction. I'm sitting here naming them all.
All right, tell you what, this one is going to be a six-man tag team match. With Billy Travis, Mark Starr, and Alan West going against Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka, Stretcher Jack Hart. Hart out of St. Petersburg, Pat Tanaka from Hawaii, Paul Diamond out of Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. Billy Travis from Lexington, Kentucky, Mark Starr, Tampa, Florida, and from Zuma Beach, California, Alan West. It's Paul Diamond starting against Billy Travis. Six-man tag team action. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, watching over things here. Billy Travis back to the corner, and the Tampa Floridian Mark Starr is in. Paul Diamond down on the mat. He's near his corner, though, and makes his tag on the Hawaiian, Pat Tanaka. Diamond and Tanaka, a couple of guys we really used to admire until they started hanging around with Downtown Bruno, who incidentally is in their corner. Well, he's supposed to be in their corner. He's actually wandering around ringside. Tanaka against Alan West. Tanaka with a handful of hair, and Jack Hart holding West back on the ropes from outside. Alan West, 250 pounds. He ducks under. Presses Pat Tanaka down to the mat. Count was at 2. Paul Diamond got there to break it up at the 2 count. Good move by Alan West. Here's Stretcher Jack Hart out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Alan West reversing. Hart reversing him. They're over near the corner. The tag made on Billy Travis. Time winding down. We're under a minute left in the time limit. Billy! All right, nice move. He's down. Count is 2. But again, Paul Diamond is in from outside to break up the 3 count. Ooh, Billy Travis, right fist. Stretcher Jack Hart. He in trouble here. Mark Starr, Billy Travis, both popping into the ropes. There's a cover by Starr. 1. And 1 is all he gets. Pat Tanaka was on the way to break it up anyway.
Boy, we are flat running out of time, Dave. And look at the big drop kick from Mark Starr.
Hart's got a foot on the bottom rope. That stopped the count right there. Knee lift, power lift by Jack Hart. Time is out. 2 minutes, 48 seconds worth of the action here, and good action. I wish we had more time, but time has expired, and the match is going to be a draw.
We got to take time out, and we'll be back with a closer up in just a moment. Well, I tell you, we should never even started this thing in Don Bassing. I'd like to see more of that match. We're out of time. We got to go. We'll be back next week with more championship wrestling. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of championship wrestling.